How's it going? Wooden Spoon Supercoach here. Magic round is here. God, it's come quickly, and the bye rounds are coming right after it. So we are in balls deep into the season at this point, and it's going to get real tricky. I did forget that we get 3 trades per major bye round, which I forget every single year. So I'm in a much better position than I thought I was in. But yeah, how you going, Mac? How's the dumpster fire going?
Yeah, not too bad. Had a bit of a look at my trades and stuff, and I think I'm going to be okay. Had a bit of a look at the buy plan, and I think I'm going to be okay. So, yeah, like it is what it is. But, yeah, quick recap. If you missed Monday, my team is terrible. I've been too risky with my captain plays and my pod plays. Still had homes in my team, etc. Have plummeted all the way down to 69,000th. Absolutely terrible. Meanwhile, you're on the climb, mate, up 4,000 ranks this week.
Yeah, it's been very slow climb. I'm not getting those sort of high 15, 16, 1700s even, but I'm chipping away at it, about 4K spots each week, so I can't complain. And we've actually got Chloe's stats to have a quick look at because she's flying.
Yeah, so I'm living vicariously through Chloe's team right now. As you can see, folks, a flyer this week, 1597, up 10,000 ranks. So you nearly caught her, but she flew away again. Yeah, look, has quite a good team going on here. Great team value. Also, plenty of trades left available for her as well. So trades and boosts up her sleeve. So yeah, looking good from that point of view. But yeah, my team sucks. Um, unlike the punters this week who nailed it, up
Yeah.
$23 on the prize pool.
Yeah, they smashed it. Shout out Project Spartan, Shots, Cats and Cubes got all of that $15 in one bet. So keep them coming. Don't forget to leave your comments in the bets. For Magic Round, I'm going to put on every single bet. So the budget will be slightly more than $10, whatever it happens to be. Um, but yeah, per comment, you can put in 2 bets. If there's any more than that, I'm just going to skip it because the math is too hard. But yeah, get down there, get your tips in. It's going to be a sick weekend of footy. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, let's get into the teams list for it. So starting off with the Sharks and the Bulldogs, we're not going to forget to do our tips as we go here. I needed to say that out loud, or I would have forgotten. So a little bit happening at the Sharks. We've got Boy Bwewi. I just say it like that because I know I'm going to fuck it up if I don't. He's out, and apparently he hasn't missed a game in like 126 games or something.
I
He
think it was,
is
I think it
a
was
robust guy.
176. I think it was
176.
176 or something. I think the
Wow.
days of the chances of anybody breaking the records of that stuff is probably done with HIA protocols these days.
Yeah.
I think that was going to be the longest stint we'll see for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, he did well to get through. I mean, HA has been around for a while and he still managed to dodge it. So good on him. Jaden Beryl gets a crack. He's looked pretty good in the trial games I've seen him in. I think I've only seen him play first grade sort of once or twice. But yeah, definitely no slouch. We've also got Mulatalo and Jesse Ramian back. Mulatalo, off the top of my head, I'm not sure about the Sharks buy coverage. The fact that I don't know makes me think that it's probably not great, but he's a guy that you definitely can pick up on a run. We've got to see how he's going. He's coming back from an ACL, those sort of explosive sprints. He might need to get some confidence back before he does. Go for those. And yeah, Jesse Ramian, he was in conversations as a trade in at the start of the year. I think a few people went him. I think you were keen on it. I don't know if you actually pulled the trigger,
I
but
started with him and then tried to
uh,
upgrade a bit later on, and I did actually. He was one of the upgrades that did work out a little bit less than I was hoping for, but unlike Cobo, who just sort of stunk it up at 500k for me for 10 weeks.
yeah. So look, the Sharks maybe are going to perform a little bit better after their atrocious performance last week, and it's Magic Round. Anything can happen. So those guys
Well,
coming back pushes Talakai to the bench and Herodes at 19, so probably not going to see many minutes.
hmm Yeah, I think Mulatalo hard avoid for me. Like you said, coming back from ACL, definitely wait and see how he looks. Also, he's quite expensive, like 650 or something. So if he has a couple of slow weeks, it gives him a chance to sort of, while he's getting settled back into the NRL, he gives us a chance to have a look, potentially bring his price down a little bit, and then, like you said again, get him while he's heating up and going on a run. I don't think that's going to be right away. So yeah, he's
Yeah.
an avoid for me.
Yeah, definitely need to get some eyes on him. And I'm pretty sure that ACL was done in the preseason, so there's not like there was a injury affected score there that brought his price down. So you're paying Mulatalo price for him, and I just don't think you can do that at the moment. Over at the Dogs, Burton and Max King are back, so maybe we'll see a couple of underperforming teams here start to do a little bit better. You'd think that Burton really will help the team kind of have direction, and again, who knows? I don't know who to tip in this one, to be honest with you. I think it's going to have to be the Sharks, to be honest. What do you reckon?
Yep, I'll be tipping the Sharks. I think with their hype man back, Ronnie really brings the energy, and I think the boys are going to get around that. Plus, like Ramian back in there, so he'll secure them up defensively a little bit on the edges as well. So yeah, look, I think the Sharks for sure because the Bulldogs haven't really shown me much all season. I don't think they've been great in attack, so I think the Sharks will be looking to have a bounce back. They tend to have a bad week and then a good week, then a bad week and a good week. They're off for bad week, so this should be a good week for the Sharks. And yeah, I don't have any faith in the Dogs, so I'm
Yeah,
going
neither.
Sharks. Yeah,
I like this for Iro as well. They're a lot more likely to go to his side with that attacking weapon back on the left wing. So
absolutely.
fingers crossed
Yep.
for him. He's been very good for me lately. I think he's one of the only dudes that's been in my team from the start, even far longer and everything. I was a bit late too. So he's been good for me. Hopefully he can keep it up. Over at the Rabbitohs, Latrell is back. Now, this is probably a big one. The conversation is really, if you haven't sold him already, do you keep him this week? I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. You can just trade him out next week if you wanted to free up cash this week. I also don't hate it. Very team dependent, so I'm not going to have too strong of an opinion on that. Him coming back pushes Siegwalt back to 19, so just cover, really. And Bentley Harpe is in for AJ. So they've got one attacking weapon back and they've lost one, so you'd think they play probably about the same as last week, maybe slightly better because Latrell does have more of an impact. This will be probably a pretty high scoring game, I would imagine. And as far as I'm aware, the Finns don't have any changes. So being Magic Round in Queensland, I think I'm going to tip the Dolphins.
Yeah, hopefully the Dolphins get this done. Rematch from round one back in Suncorp Stadium again. So these teams played twice in the start of the season, both at Suncorp. And yeah, look, I was a bit disappointed with the round one result. So looking forward to the boys bouncing back in this one. And yeah, look, Dolphins, if they can put 80 minutes together, they could definitely destroy the Rabbitohs in this game. But look, they've been a bit hit and miss. So yeah, it's a tough one. Probably going to be high scoring. But yeah, I'm going to go Dolphins 1-12, I reckon.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of people wanting the outside backs of the Dolphins to get it done, particularly Herbie. Just give us owners who've had. Oh, Herbie's one I've had from the start as well, and he's just been underwhelming. He hasn't been bad, but I think he's only tonned up once or twice, and they've been small tons. Give us a 150 Herbie. We deserve it.
Yeah. I think Herbie's due for a big one.
Yeah,
And also like Bostock and yeah, Isako, both in the top three traded in this week. It's Marju, Isako, and Bostock. And look, I'm actually going to be, spoiler alert, bringing in one of them. Not sure which one yet. Might actually go with Bostock. But yeah, look, I think it's a tough call. You can bring in one, but you probably can't have more than two Dolphins in your team, or at least in the CT Dub area
yeah,
here. So I got Finifuiaki as well, so I definitely can't bring any more than that. One
yeah.
max.
Fine Furiaki might be playing for Queensland relatively soon, so
Mm.
yeah, even more of an argument there. I think when it comes to Asako and Bostock, I prefer Asako, obviously, better player, more expensive, so you got to, pay up for him. But he's a keeper. He's got the goal kicking. Bostock, we just don't really have too much of a sample size, but I can get behind taking him as a flyer for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely tipping the Dolphins for this one, I think.
Yep, I'm with you. But it'll be close, 1-12.
Yeah, it'll be like a 30 to 20 type game, probably even more points than that. This one, Manly 13 plus, just like I said last week.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So Kohler back at center. He was named at fullback originally when teams list came out last week. I don't mind him at center. At fullback, he seems to sort of just get through more of the organizing stuff. Wasn't really too involved in the attack. I think he's probably going to score more attacking stats at center, and I'm having a good look at him this week. I haven't confirmed it, but Yeah, I do like the trade in. Particularly him going back to center might turn some people off because typically in Supercoach, fullbacks score better. So maybe that makes him a little more potty. But yeah, I quite like it. Um,
I
Also,
think it's
Fogarty's
better for
back.
him. I think it's better for him at centre
Yeah.
because they try to get him early ball in space and he's deadly out there. I think he's just a bit lost playing fullback and they can't create enough space for him and because he's getting the ball one pass infield. So yeah, I think he's got better attacking stat opportunities playing centre actually. So should be good. Yeah, but I still personally wouldn't go there.
Yeah, I can see both sides of the argument. If he didn't have amazing Origin cover, I wouldn't even be considering it. But he's my
Yeah,
guy, so I've definitely got a little bit of bias there as well. Clayton
fair
Falalo
enough.
is in at fullback again. He did a really good job. It's just weird that Kohler, Hopewadi, or Garrick isn't back there. Um, I suppose Garrick's on the outer. Lehigh, I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, he's doing fine, so I'm not against it. Just a bit weird to see. And yeah, Fogarty's back as well. So pretty much a full strength, turboless Sea Eagles here, which seems to be flying high at the moment. For the Tigers, Terrell May is back, which is quite huge. That does worry me a little bit because our forward pack depth has thinned a little bit. And Latu Fainu at 9 is a bizarre one as well. But honestly, Manly are heavy favourites for this game. I do think it's closer than the bookies are making it out to be. Just that forward pack for the Tigers is pretty scary. They've got some big boppers in there. Kaipis Paul's going to be offloading at will. So yeah, hopefully Fosball can shut it down.
Yeah, I'm going to tip the Tigers just to go against you, but I'm not betting on it.
Do we want to do a 5K on that one or?
No, no, no. I got to still do the other one because it's been raining too much around here. I'm not going out in the rain. I'll get it done. I'll get it done.
Nah, it's fair. That's so fair. It's tough
Yeah.
enough without getting a cold in the meantime. So
Yeah. I'm going Tigers and yeah, probably another points fest here.
yes, I would think so. Manly's defense has been pretty good, but I
Actually,
don't
that's a
think
fair
it's
shout.
actually been tested too much. Even when we played Penrith, they just seemed a little bit clunky. So if the Tigers can, put some attack together, you never know. It is still Manly. I've got so much faith in Fosball and everything, but similar to Tigers fans, I've still got the scars from the last sort of year and a half. And yeah, we'll see what happens there. Did I miss anything there? No, Fogarty, Kohler. Yeah, we're good. For the Roosters, Lindsay Collins back, Lenyu's benched, and Watson is in for Radley, who's suspended. Another points fest, I think. I'm just hoping that that the points come from like good attacking play and not just 6 again, 6 again, 6 again. But that's the kind of year we're in, so I feel like this is a pretty easy one to tip as well.
I don't know. Yeah, look, Roosters do look pretty strong. Any Supercoach relevant targets here? You still nobody's looking at Cody Ramsey anymore, or are you still looking at Cody Ramsey? We were talking about him on Monday.
Cody Ramsey would be the
Scott
one. Um,
Scott Drinkwater,
yeah,
relatively good cover for Origin period, but
yep.
yeah, I'm
Even
not too
like a
sure.
Jake Clifford or something. Like, now's the
I think
time.
Clifford's a chance for Origin.
That's a good point. That's a very
Yeah,
good
well,
point.
so Clifford here at 7, with Dearden out for 6 to 8 weeks, there's a good chance Clifford could get dual. If he doesn't, yeah. So yeah, Clifford should get dual, and also it's a good opportunity to see what Clifford is like at 7. Because for Queensland, for example, we're looking at Sam Walker, but Jake Clifford has been playing better than Sam Walker all year. So if he turns out to be really good at 7, then maybe Queensland is looking at Jake Clifford at 7 this year.
I'm
Be
wondering if
interesting.
how likely do you reckon it is that they just pick Cherry Evans and Sam Walker in the halves? Like they've
No,
got the
Munster.
combination together.
Munster will be
Yeah.
6. Yeah,
Yeah, you can't not pick Munster. That's fair.
you have to.
I
Yeah,
think
the
one
only
of
way.
Cherry Evans or Sam Walker is probably likely. But yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
Munster
know.
game 1 for sure. But if Munster plays poorly, then potentially exactly like Cherry Evans last year, he's out and somebody new's coming in. But yeah, Sam Walker is probably the most likely to replace Tom Dearden there. So That's going to suck for you during the Origin period, I think, my
Yeah.
friend. But yeah, look, Jake Clifford also could be going to Origin, I suspect. And yeah, he might end up with Jewel if he plays a bit of seven here. So this could be interesting. I like that they've left Purdue in the centres. I think a lot of people will. And they brought in Liam Sutton. So that's a good point. Tom Chester, you don't own him. You were thinking about getting him. I can
Yeah.
understand it. He's really reliable and he's has a great work rate and he's electric. Reed Marnie might be looking at 80 minutes again with the Sonny Luke injury. So, I mean, you've probably either got him or you don't. If you don't have him, you're certainly not getting him. But if you do have him, you're probably stoked. Would you put the reserve on him this week? Check that interchange bench.
Oh, it would have to it'd have to really come down to your team. If you're reserving him over like a Tolty, even Willison's a good option this week. Who else is kind of like a mid-tier benching option? Maybe Cooper Bye, for instance. If he's your fourth reserve and you're tossing up between him and Marnie, 100% go Marnie. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, there's not too
What
many
about with
guys I'd pick over him.
Kurisk on the bench there?
I don't know who he is, to be fair. Is he a
He's
hooker?
there. He's their third string nine, I guess.
Okay.
So that to me still says that they're like prepared for him not to play 80 minutes. So
I'm
yeah,
wondering if that's just like a covering the bases. If he was to get injured or
could be.
something, they need
But
somebody. But he is at
wouldn't you put
14
him?
rather than 18
Yeah,
or 19.
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I probably wouldn't be playing Reed Marnie this week.
Yeah, that's fair. Definitely tipping the Roosters to get this. Oh, Cowboys in Queensland. It's a bit of a origin. I'm still going to go with the Roosters, but it wouldn't surprise me if the Cowboys come out firing for this one.
I'm just gonna tip the Queensland team because I feel like it. Let's go Cowboys 1-12.
It's Magic Round. You got to back your state.
Yeah, back the boys get it
Um,
done.
didn't miss anything for the Cowboys. Cool. Eels Storm. My notes for the Eels I've put still don't care, but we do have that Pezzett has not made his way back into the team. Another blow for my Origin cover. Not that I'm too surprised though. Volkman's been absolutely killing it. Um, not too much other relevance for the Eels other than Chloe's trade in.
Yeah, so Sasangi out, Samrani in. The next Sasangi potentially. Look, he has a good duel, that's for sure. He
Yeah,
is going to make money, that's also for sure. And he has looked fired up in all of his games and dangerous this year. So look, I actually think that he has a good potential to be a good play for the next few weeks and see what happens. And I actually don't suspect he'll be the next Sasangi, but that is the ceiling. If you remember the trial games, people were calling him the next Zach
yeah.
Lomax. So he was on fire. And yeah, look, he's kind of got the spot there with Penasini out with that injury. So yeah, look, bring him in for a couple of weeks and see how he goes. But only because Chloe's team has the trades up the sleeve and good position and stuff so far. So yeah, look, it's probably something better we could do if we sat around and studied it for an hour. But that was a pretty quick decision and pretty easy one because he's going to make money and we can get off if we need to.
I quite like. I haven't watched the Eels too closely because why would you? But the him inside Brian Kelly, I quite like. He's a underrated player, very experienced. I could easily see him managing to make a break, pass it back onto the inside of to Sam Rani. He scored 112 last week, negative 20 break even, so you could definitely do worse.
If they get
Um,
in the red zone, Sam Rani is just like give him the ball. He just wants it. So yeah,
Fair. So, and
yeah,
also now's the time to bring these kind of guys in where they're going to be coming up against some starless teams in the future. So definitely a pod, and he'll make you money. I like it. Good trade, Chloe. Good
yeah.
trade. Over at the Storm, Farlongo is fine. Thank God. He didn't
Let's
end up
go.
having a facial fracture. Absolutely massive. Moses Leo comes back in on the left wing, who Sam Rani is potentially running at. So, yeah, that makes me like it even more, to be fair. And no other changes for Melbourne other than that. So,
Yeah,
yeah, Melbourne get it
I
done.
just want to mention at this point, Chloe's reserves this week are Pasco, uh, Hines, Munster, and Farlongo. That's the four reserves that she's got. Yeah, it's pretty good. We're looking good on Chloe's team there.
I would expect Munster to go like ballistic this week.
Yeah,
It's his Origin tryout. He looked better last week with the fresh mullet and mo. Yeah, I think he just Queenslanders just do this. It gets to round 11 and 12, and all of a sudden they're all god tier.
Yeah.
So probably
Um,
back in Harry Grant to have an amazing game as well.
Also, was this the game that Farlongo went 150 or something earlier in the season? I'm putting the captaincy on Farlongo.
Damn.
Or
Oh yeah,
the
true. Because you
VC,
don't
the
have
VC.
Cleary.
I got VC Farlongo and C Jenkins.
Yeah, yeah. That's probably the only captain I could get behind other than Cleary. But since you haven't got him, yeah, Jenkins for sure.
Yeah, I mean I've got Teddy, but yeah, I'm I could VC Farlongo and Captain Teddy or vice versa, but that's what I did last week and it didn't work out for me. So I'm just going to VC Farlongo and then hope and pray. And if it doesn't work out, I'm gonna send it with Jenkins on the like 1% pod captain play.
Yeah, that could be a Mazu like score from last week. So
Save my season
yeah,
right here.
fingers crossed for you, man.
Either
It's been brutal.
I need Farlongo or Jenkins to save my season right now. Yeah.
This probably goes without saying. Make sure you're playing Lasardi this week. The guy's a freak.
Oh
He's
yeah.
not a cash cow anymore. He's a keeper. No questions asked. Yeah, what a guy. I
Storm
think,
13 plus.
yeah, yeah, Storm 13 plus for sure. It's basically Eels versus like the second grade Queensland team here. So yeah, they're gonna get pumped, I think. Over to the Titans and the Knights. In the notes here, I've got no changes for either team. I think there's some shuffling just with the couple of guys on the bench. Nothing super coach relevant. People with Kalen Ponga. Don't rate the trade in, considering he's likely to go off to Origin, but he scares me this week for those that do have him. Dominic Young was another guy I was looking at this week, but I've already got Marzu and Dylan Lucas, who I'm a little bit worried about. He hasn't been great. Yeah, Dominic, just the wingers of the Knights are going to be very nice spots to be with Ponga in the form that he's in. So yeah, if you've got any of them, you're probably pretty excited for this. And the Titans just, I guess it's a tryout for Tino, maybe Bo Fermor. It's probably about it. Jensen Tonomapeu, is this a debut? I don't recognize that name.
No, he was in there last week. He didn't do much. So yep, no,
Yeah, okay.
no. Plus
Oh,
the
true, he
cover
came in
probably
for
isn't.
Femani.
The cover's probably not great either, depending on your team situation for Origin period and stuff. But yeah, look, I was actually thinking to bring in KP this week, but with the Dearden news, I actually think his role in the Queensland team is probably going to be increased, and therefore it's less likely to back up. Plus, having a bit of a closer look into those games following Origin, they're actually quite short turnarounds, like the Friday and the Saturday and stuff. So, yeah, look, not 100% sure he's going to play after playing Origin. So I'm probably actually not going to bring him in. But yeah, if you've got him, serious captain option. I am going to bring in Marju, negative 101 break even. Like I
At
just need a bit of
700k.
I need a bit of cash in my team, but like I've dropped a fair bit. Like Holmes was 300,000 at least of it. So yeah, look, I am going to bring in Marju, try and generate some cash there. Grab this run because the Knights do have a really soft draw. They play like Parramatta, the Titans again, and the Dragons again, all very close together with the Storm in there, which could be undermanned from Origin, and they haven't been great anyway. So yeah, look, soft run for the Knights. I'm just going to jump on Marju. I'm basically doing the most popular two trade-ins this week because I've been too potty so far this season. So I'm going to just jump back on the bandwagon with everybody else and
Yeah.
try and stabilize my team a little bit. And I'm just going to swing for the fences with my captaincy options to try and bring me back in.
It's definitely the kind of week where you don't want to get too cute with it. And there's always weeks like this where it's like, oh, do I follow the crowd here? Do I not? This week, you do. If you don't have either of Asako or Marzu, you need to get at least one. I don't need to trade one in this week because I've already got Marzu and I'm not that interested in Asako since I've got Herbie.
Bostock is actually the one potentially instead of Isako. Isako, like you and I both agree, he's more of a season hold, but he actually got a better break even, better chance of making money this week. So yeah, look, and he is the second most traded in, so I understand it. I nearly went Marzu and Bostock. I may still actually change my Isako trade in to a Bostock because that was a lot cheaper and more cash gen. And then you probably don't want to hold two Dolphin CT dubs like all season, and you're probably going to hold Herbie all season. So do I really want Isako all season? Like maybe Maybe not. So that's the thing with Bostock. If you excuse me, if you're getting Bostock in, you're probably aware that he is a trade out at some point as well. So, but hey, you'll be able to upgrade him to somebody. Maybe you bring in Latrell back into your team after Origin or something like that, and that's where Bostock could be great for generating some cash and giving you a chance to jump back on somebody expensive after the Origin period. Yeah, I agree. You got to get at least one, maybe both. And yeah, I definitely didn't want to get too cute with it this week. That's right.
Yeah, I just only just realized now, like, oh shit, after Origin, I need to get Latrell in. I haven't had him all year. I need to figure out how I'm going to do that. I'm also selling Cleary and Grant and everything, so I might have to forego one of those guys. It's a long time away. We'll cross that bridge when we come
Pas-
to it.
Pasco is the guy, bro. Pasco, you didn't
Yeah,
mention Pasco. I said it. He is going to be in the top five. He is number five of the top traded in players this week. Definitely understand it. I wouldn't downgrade Harry Grant to Pasco this week, though. Harry Grant's just found form again. He's got negative break even, and he is coming up against the Eels, who they smashed last time. So and Harry Grant in particular did that like dummy and run and score like under the post. I'm pretty sure. Like so yeah, he just loves it. He loves it against the Eels. Definitely don't go downgrade Harry Grant to Pasco this week. But your hooker two spot, you could get absolutely could get Pasco. I thought about it, but be aware of your Origin cover when you're going to need him. Yeah, if you're Blake Brayley owners, you could downgrade to Pasco. Brayley's probably going to go to Origin anyway, so I don't mind it. I seriously think Pasco is going to be a gun. He'll probably average like he'll be number three hooker I think by the end of the season.
I may go Harry Grant to him next week. Just that's just a thought that's come to me now. I was looking at potentially going Cheese to him, but he's already made a bit of money, so I couldn't make it work. If he has the right cover, I might just do that because if I can get a guy that's going to make a little bit more money, that could be the difference. Because otherwise, I'm looking at going Harry Grant to Appy or Wade Egan or something like that. Neither option is very sexy. Don't want to be bringing in Reed Marnie again. So yeah, maybe the stars are aligning for me to get Pasco in next week.
I actually suspect that Harry Grant's going to be a half decent hold over the Origin period, so I'm probably going to try and hold him and not rely on my hooker too. But if I do need to play them, hopefully Uelu gets a start while Robson is out or so for Origin. So it could work out well for me. I may not need to get Origin cover because I've already just had him sitting there since round zero. So could be good. But yeah, I don't know. I might have to do something there. We'll see. This game though, Titans versus the Knights could be a bit of a points fest. Um,
I
geez,
think you're right.
you'd have to tip the Knights with that backline. Like that is
Yeah.
a representative level backline, right?
Oh yeah.
So, but hey, I mean, geez, the Titans backline's pretty good as well. Can you scroll down just a little bit, bro? Like,
I was trying to get those badges
uh,
in at the top.
yeah, the badges. We don't need the badges. We need to see the people, the players. Yeah, look, I think the Titans are going to bring it together. Last week was, like I said, it was pretty good, and there was no pressure. And again, this week, no pressure for Zane Harrison. Just come out here and do what you can. This is the start of the rebuild, essentially. And I think Jaden Campbell at 6 looks awesome. If AJ Brimson had caught that pass last week, the game could have looked totally different. I think they'll be aware of that, and they'll know they were right in it last week, and they'll be coming out confident with that they've got a chance here. But yeah, look, I think the Knights probably do get it done.
I think the
Knights
Knights
1-12.
absolutely dust them. I think it's a 13 plus. I think Kalen's going to go nuts. And whoever he manages to throw the ball to is probably going to score a massive ton.
I
Um,
think I think you're underestimating the scrambling defense and the attitude of the Titans,
for
and
sure.
I think it's going to be close. 1-12. 1 to
I think
12. Knights win 1-12.
my main reasoning is just that the Titans haven't been scoring as many points as they typically do. A
Yep.
lot of the time, their defense has been, hit or miss, but they do score points. I'm not seeing that as much this year. But again, it's Magic Round. They're a Queensland team. They've got the advantage there. But in terms of personnel, I think the
I
Knights
think
just get it done.
last week was the first week with those new combinations. This week they're going to be even better for it, and that's where the point's going to come from. So,
That's fair.
yep, yep. I think your point was fair as well. So, well, yeah, it's interesting to see. Oh, tough one.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
God. Yeah, this is really tough. So, as for
you got
changes, we've got Mitch Barnett back, Leia Tower back, Wade Egan back, And Ford is on the bench, which I'm not too worried about. It will affect his scoring a little bit. We're probably not going to get a ton this week, but if he can come out and get a 70, I'm happy with it. He's likely to go off to Origin and be an issue for me anyway, so the timing of him being benched here isn't the worst. Um, yeah, God. And then for the Broncos, Reynolds is back. Willison's a prop, which is good for you. And
Yeah, Willison.
Philip Coates is debuting.
Cool. Yeah. So, yeah, Ford, watch for his PPM to go up. He comes on, he knows he doesn't have to play 80 minutes. He's just going to unload all of his energy, front load the crap out of it. He'll come on, make a big impact, and then survive the length of the game, probably. So, yeah, he'll probably still play 65 minutes and score really well. Definitely not a problem for Ford. Yeah, looks like Verhoeven's not going to be one of those cheapy options that we were looking for. Willison,
Nah.
though, back to the middle, definitely proves what we were saying Monday. He is a hold still. He's going to be great cover for the Broncos Origin players over the next few weeks. And yeah, he's still got cash to make. He had that down week on the edge there. But yeah, look, I think this is looking much better for him. I wouldn't
And
be surprised if he scores another ton here.
yeah, I wouldn't be either. And I'm hoping that there's some spare minutes to go to Tolty here as well. I don't think I'm going to play him this week, but it just would be nice for his break even to kind of stabilize after last week's low score. The boys at SC Playbook made a very good point about Jackson Ford. Has Laurie Daly gone to the Warriors coach, whose name is escaping me, and said, we want to play him off the bench. Can we get sort of a preview of what he looks like on reduced minutes? Or is he being semi-rested because he's likely to go to Origin? So there's a lot of questions around it, but no matter what the scenario is, I'm not too concerned about him. So he'll still score very well. I think the Broncos get it done. They have to, imagine.
Let's go.
Right?
Broncos at home.
Yeah.
Surely.
Reece Walsh he
Let's-
needs a bounce back as well.
Yeah.
He had like, what was it, 3 or 4 runs last week?
I think it was 5, but yeah, not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'll bounce back. It's his kind of game. Nice big stage. That's where he thrives.
Renault's back.
Yeah.
Suncourt, Magic Round, tough matchup with the Warriors. They'll be fired up. Let's go.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Penrith, no changes. And for the Dragons, Paul Flanagan comes back in just in time to get absolutely pounded by Penrith and then get scapegoated all over again. This poor guy, man. I feel really, really bad for Kyle Flanagan. What is there to say here other than the Panthers are about to just go to work on this team? There's really nothing else to add.
I'm putting the captain on Jenkins and hoping for 5 tries. Yeah. I was going to trade out Holmes. Actually decided not to because he's so cheap. He just looks crazy to have like a gun like him just chilling on my bench, like not doing anything. If he comes good, and this is Gutherson back at fullback, that's what I said last time, right? But also, he didn't really have enough cash for me to do what I wanted to do, so I just traded out Sedu 2 instead, and because Sedu 2 is more expensive than Val Holmes.
God.
And I also had this fear that I was going to trade him out, and then he was finally going to score like a hat trick or something and go crazy, and I wouldn't be able to live with it if that happened. So, yep, Holmes is still in my team, but I'm not playing him. But at least if he scores a hat trick, he'll make some money back for me. But yeah, look, realistically, don't expect it to happen. And yeah, Tommy Jenkins, a very viable captain option, and also super pod at like 1% VC or 1% captain or something. 0.8%.
Yeah, that could be massive. Just a little bit of narrative trying to get Holmes fired up is he is a Queenslander playing at Magic Round. That's about all the hype I've got for him. But he could find some form here. What's his name? Ryan Couchman. Sorry?
Yeah. Oh, Ryan Couchman at 13, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go. Is this an 80-minute Ryan Couchman?
Who have we got on the bench? Luch, Emre Gula, Josh Kerr, Blake Laurie. I don't know.
There's no 13s
I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. I think he's going to go nuts either way. He is just an absolute gun. Chat of him getting a spot in Origin, I don't think he'd be out of place there.
I
Yeah,
think it
he's a
matters.
freak.
This is a 80-minute Ryan Couchman in the middle. This matters. This could
He's
be
going to make
100
100
points.
tackles, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, 70 something tackles, probably 20 runs. Like, yeah, maybe some tackle busts and offloads. Like, absolutely crazy. I think this is huge. 100% everybody play Ryan Couchman this week.
Yeah. Thank God the Dragons have him and his brother. Or like God, there's still some shining lights in this team. They just can't put it together.
I need Tungo to do more off the bench as well for the Panthers again. He broke his try scoring streak off the bench, and I lost my draft matchup. So yeah, Tungo, please come on a little bit earlier and also score a try for me again. That would be great. I'm just
I
playing
think
Tungo in my starting lineup because he's just even off the bench for 20 minutes. He's just good.
I was gonna say I'm gonna take the Panthers 24 plus here, and then I realized that's just the line. So you're getting $1.90 for them to win by 24. I'm gonna go the Panthers 32 plus in this game. Dragons
Yeah,
might not even score a point.
I'm gonna go Panthers head to head. Nah, what's that? Like $1.13 or something.
Panthers head to head.
No.
Oh yeah,
No,
true.
you know what? I'm gonna go Panthers 1 to 12. I'm gonna do that.
That's
I think
probably
it's like
paying like
$6.
$4 or $5.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
I'm gonna go
man.
Panthers 1 to 12.
Fair. Ballsy. That is all the teams for this week. We'll move over to our trades now. So, my Manly bias is kicking in nice and strong. I am bringing in Lehigh and Kohler for Sasungi and Feimani. Mostly because I'm a Manly fan, let's be real here. But also Manly's Origin cover is just insane. I'll quickly have a look.
Look, if this it looks disgusting to me, but the Origin cover thing, it kind of justifies what you're doing.
Yeah.
I personally wouldn't bring in either of these guys. I know there's a bit of talk about Kohler, and fair enough, like back to center could be good for him and whatnot, but yeah, I just feel like this is really weird. I would love to have a look at your team and work out what I would be doing in your shoes, because this is certainly not what I would do. But
So
hey,
I do want to emphasize that the cover is the main option here. And normally I wouldn't want to bring in two centers from one team, but my bias did just go like, fuck it, it's vibes. But Manly,
vibes.
we have Tigers this week. We play round 12, 13, 14, miss 15, play 16, 17, 18, 19. And in that time, we've got Gold Coast, Sharks, Souths, Bulldogs, Melbourne, Para, North Queensland. And then for the run home, we start off with the Titans and the Sharks. So it's a good draw. I don't think the only person we're likely to lose is Olakawatu with a 2% chance of Fogarty going. I doubt it. I think we're going to put some teams to the sword over the next month or two.
Fair. It's good points. I wouldn't do it, but I hear what you're saying. I actually do understand, and you make good points. Yeah, you wouldn't convince me to do it to my team, but for your team, sure, sounds good.
I don't recommend it for anyone that doesn't go for Manly. Go one of these two and then find someone else, but it just works for me, and I'm happy to do it. So.
Yep. Look, I'm also using the Sasungi money, 4 to 6 weeks for Sasungi. If he comes back, I'll probably trade him back in. But with his break even, I might wait and see how he returns to make sure that he returns with a good output for the week 1 or 2. He might drop a little bit in price, and you'll be able to buy him back a bit cheaper. So cashing in on Sasungi, getting out my Dragons, CT dubs. Couldn't bring myself to get out Holmes. Yeah, look, gone for Asako and Marju. You see, I can't afford Asako if I went with Holmes.
Yeah,
So,
wow.
I had to go with Sedu 2 here. But if I go with Bostock, yeah, I'll have about 250k or something in the bank for next week, which could be handy. But I think Asako is more the season keeper. So yeah, and I would hold to Dolphins CT dubs for the whole season if Asako ends up like CT dub 5 position or something like that. Could be good. But yeah. Anyway, 2 trades for me as well, down to 23. We're both on 23. The only difference is you have 1 boost left and I am all done.
Yes. on Osako, it does scare me not getting him in. I've checked and I can't go Lehigh to Osako instead. Haven't got the money, so I can't make it happen, and there isn't the right downgrade to free up the money and also cover the right rounds for me. So I'm going with my boys, and it's just gonna make it so much sweeter if Manly go on a tear. It'll be
Yep.
yeah, got to have
Awesome.
fun playing Supercoach as well. But yeah,
Yeah, I hear that. Let's go. Nice, bro.
beauty. We'll have a look at how our teams are looking. I'm projected to score 1653 this week, which means absolutely nothing, but big number is nice.
Yeah, that's
Um,
crazy.
yeah, I've got a couple of concerns. We've got mainly just origin concerns in on this screen. We've only got Jackson Ford. Really hoping Tallis Duncan can do a little bit better. He should do now that he's not in the centres. I can't remember if he was last week, but he definitely was maybe the week before. Tulty worries me, but again, his minutes are about to increase. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. And Sam Walker's a bit of a risk for Origin as well, but I'll figure it out. It'll be fine.
Nice. Yep. I need Campbell to do something crazy this week because, yeah, not having Cleary and having Campbell is hurting me. So definitely need Campbell to step up. But looking forward to having Fini Fuiaki against the Rabbitohs here again because he went huge in round one. He was quite good. So and I think he was very close to scoring a try that he didn't get. So yep, looking forward to my second row here. It actually looks really quite good. And yeah, Willison in the middle with Stefano as well. I'm actually pretty happy with that. I think it's good. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident with my top half this week. I just need Campbell to really step up.
I'm so jealous of. Oh wait, not Alex 12. I was thinking in my head, Kai Pierce Paul. I want him. He is in my head rent free. I'm reading Alex 12 and thinking it's KPP. But yeah, your 2RF is just absolutely stacked. I feel like I've got about the same amount of money in mine, but the scores just aren't quite there. But it could all flip. We saw Tallis Duncan go 150 the week I traded him in, which was nice. So hopefully he can replicate that.
Yep.
Moving on to the backs. Captaincy on Cleary is safe as houses. I could have just mentioned that before because he fits in the other screen as well. Cody Walker looking for a bounce back. Underwhelming score. Not that he wasn't involved. It should have been better. Pezzet's an issue, not being able to get back into the team. So your plan that I'm not sure if you've mentioned yet, I quite like. Although I probably have
Wakeham.
too many Manly players if I do that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll be going Pezzett downgrade to Wakeham next week, who is suspended this week. So not going to score any points, not going to change price, but has a good break even, has had an increased role, and Manly covers the buy a couple of the buys for me, which I was hoping that Pezzett would do. So yeah, they cover everything except 15. So yeah, Wakeham. I'm actually gonna bring him in for Pezzett next week, and that'll actually give me some cash, and then I can look at upgrading something or even saving a trade if possible. But yeah, look, Barlongo VC, hopefully another 155 or even 200 against the Eels this time. And if not, I'll be rolling the dice for Jenkins, who's basically averaged 50 for the last 3 or 4 weeks. But I don't care. He's on that left wing up against the Dragons, and we all saw what happened last week with Marzu. So yeah, Purdue, I'm pretty confident with. Hines, I'm confident with. So, and yeah, Holmes. Just I'm gonna use a classic insight word here and say Holmes is marinating away on my bench, just waiting for him to come good, so I can put him in the fry pan and we'll have a nice marinated Valentine Holmes for the rest of the season.
Is he marinating or is he rotting? It's
No, he's marinating. We're going with marinating. He's gonna come good. He's he's a nice. What do you do when you rest the meat after you've prepped it and stuff like that? That's what he's doing. He's marinating, mate. He'll come good.
he should do. I mean it. I mean we've been saying it can't get much worse. It hasn't got much worse. It just hasn't got any better. So he keeps going down in money. But yeah,
Gutherson,
Makasini.
revive him. Yep.
Makasini's due to come back either round 12 or 13. Whether he actually makes the team is another question. But yeah, he's a guy. My center wing and just that area of my team is looking less scary now that I don't have three people injured and two people not selected. Three out, three guys still out, still isn't ideal, but I'm in a much better position to fix it up now. And bloody Hines needs to do something this week. 48 with a junk try assist last week. He did nothing For a guy that just gets points for fun by doing nothing, last week his nothing actually converted to nothing, so he better do better this week.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. Like I said before, the Sharks tend to go slow week and then fast week. So yeah, he'll pick it up. He'll pick it up. Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you. I'm banking on Makasini and Firemani both coming back from injury to offer a little bit of origin cover. Otherwise, I'll be utilizing those bonus trades.
Beautiful. I think we can probably wrap it up there. If you have any issues with your teams and you want some help, it's getting into that time of the year. If you've got any questions, leave them down below. I'll get to them. Don't forget to leave your tips down in the comments as well. And I'll put as many up as there is down there this weekend, max 2 per person. And yeah, cool. Best of luck in Magic Round. It's going to be a great week of footy. I'm going to try not to book too many cars to work on this weekend so I can actually watch some stuff, because I haven't been watching enough footy lately and I kind of miss it. So good weekend to get back into it. Beauty. Enjoy your weekend.
Have fun, folks. Have fun.
See ya on Tuesday. Uber. No, Monday? When do we do this show? I should know this by now.
Mondays and Wednesdays, bro.
Monday. We'll see you on Monday. Gotcha.